Hello, my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. Hope you all are fit and fine. As we all know, we have already finished our first semester examinations. Hope you all have done well in your examinations. So now we will move forward to the second semester. So in the second semester, chapter number 1 is logo procedures. We have already studied about logo in our previous chapter, that is chapter number 4. So now here we will study about the logo procedures in detail. What is a procedure? So first let us start with the introduction. Logo is a very versatile language. It can be used for drawing figures, displaying values using the print primitive. It can also be used for performing simple mathematical calculations and logical operations. Okay, so logo is a very simple language. It is a very versatile language. So you can draw the figures, you can perform the calculations like mathematical operations or logical operations, you can display the values using the print primitive. Okay, so all this works or all these tasks are performed by the logo. Sometimes we need to give many commands repeatedly for a task. In such cases we use procedures. Okay, so it is required that some commands needed to be given repeatedly. For example, if you are drawing a square, then FD and RT command is used frequently. So if you want such commands to be repeated frequently, then you can write it in a single procedure. In such cases we uses the procedures. A procedure is a set of commands which is given to perform a particular task. It is assigned a name. Okay, so one name is given to the procedure and all the things inside it will be repeated and it is used to perform the particular task. By using the procedure name, we can execute the set of commands that a procedure contains. Okay, so you need to give a specific name to your procedure and by that procedure name, you can execute the set of commands that is written inside the procedure. Okay, so this is what a procedure is. Now let us see the advantages of the procedure. First is reusability. This is the main advantage of procedure. Once we define a procedure, we can use it many times. Okay, so if you are using a procedure of the square, you have already written the commands which is used to draw the square. Again you want to draw the square, then you have to write the name of the procedure instead of writing the entire command. Okay, and the square will be drawn. So that is the use of procedure. It can be reusable. You can use it how many times you want. By simply typing the name of the procedure, the turtle creates an image according to the primitives in it. For example, if you have written the commands of drawing a square inside the procedure, then if you will write the procedure square, for example, the name of the procedure is square. So if you will write the square, then the turtle will create a square. Okay, so the image will be created of the square itself only by writing the name of that procedure. Second advantage is speed. As the procedure can be saved, it takes less time to execute the command. So the execution speed of the procedure is quite high. Okay, so it is very speedy because the procedure is already saved. So whenever you want to execute the command, it will take very less time. So it is very speedy. Okay, so these are the advantages of the procedure. Now let us see the rules of naming the procedure. While you are giving a name to the procedure, you have to follow certain rules. So let us see that. First, a procedure can have capital or small letters. It can have numbers from 0 to 9 and can also carry the symbols like exclamation sign, @ hash, etc. in its name. Second is the first character of a procedure should always be the letter. It means an alphabet should be there in the first character of the procedure. Then a procedure cannot have blank spaces. It cannot be having a spaces between the two given words. A procedure name cannot be any logo command. For example, you cannot give a command like FD, BK, RT or LT as the name of the procedure. Last rule, a procedure cannot have colon and the arithmetic symbols such as plus, minus, multiplication and division. Okay, so these are the rules for naming a procedure. Now let us move to the another topic, that is a parts of logo procedure. A logo procedure is divided into 3 parts. First is the title, second is the body and third is the end. Now let us see all these parts in detail. First is a title. A title is the first line of the logo procedure. It denotes the name given to the procedure. It begins with the word to followed by the procedure name, and TO2 should be in capital. Okay, so the title is the first line of logo procedure and it should be start with the word TO2 and then the name of the procedure. Second is body. Body is the segment that has the commands to draw the desired figure. For example, if you want to draw a square or a circle, then in the body section you have to write the commands to draw the desired figure you want. At last, end. The last line in every procedure is the word end, E-N-D, end, in the capital letters, which denotes the end of the procedure, that now your procedure is finished. It is end. Okay, so these are the parts of the logo command. The last topic of this session is writing a procedure. How you need to write a procedure. So let us see the steps to write a procedure. Click inside the input box, type TO2 followed by the name of the procedure. For example, TO square, and then press the enter key. You will see that a user input box will appear in front of you. In that you have to type the command to draw a square. For example, the command to draw the square is repeat 4 times FD 100 RT 90, and by using this command a square will be drawn. When all the commands are entered, type END end and then press the enter key, and the procedure for the square gets defined. Now to run the procedure, by these 3 steps a procedure will be defined. Now if you want to run that procedure, then you have to type square in the input box and then press the enter key. The square is the name of the procedure. And finally, while pressing the enter key, you will see that your square is drawn. Okay, so now let us see the step wise. First, in the step 1, only the turtle is there. In step 2, we have written a command, that is repeat 4, FD 100 RT 90. Okay, so in the very first step, we have to write TO2 and then square, that is the name of the procedure. After writing TO square and pressing the enter key, you will see that in the next figure here, this input box will be appeared. So in that you have to write the command. After writing the command, you have to type the end, that is the step 3. Okay, and you will see that in the step 4, the procedure will be defined, and then to run a procedure you have to write square, that is the name of the procedure, in the input box, and finally in the step 5 you will see that your square is drawn. Okay, so this is how you have to write a procedure. So here we are finishing our session with this. Now let us revise quickly what we have studied. So first we have discussed about the logo procedure, the introduction of the procedure, then the advantages of the procedure, rules for naming a procedure, parts of the logo procedure, and how to write a procedure. Okay, so the next topics we will study in our next session. For now, bye bye, have a great day ahead.